Hi, I know it's been a while, but I wanted to give you an update on the quarantine hotel that my sister stayed at, which was horrible. So she had a horrible experience and she wanted to share that with you. So the people who are traveling to Hong Kong, maybe you, will not have to go through the same depressing experience as she did. The name of the hotel my sister stayed at is called the Kimberly Hotel in Chimsachoi. If you search on Google, this hotel has a 3.5 to 4.5 rating on TripAdvisor, Agoda, and Booking.com. But don't trust these and don't stay in this hotel. The picture looks nice on their website, but the reality is not this. You will be shocked to know what my sister went through during her 21 days of quarantine, suffocating quarantine in this Kimberly hotel. They booked a room for a double occupancy as it was my sister and brother-in-law traveling together. They paid 1,160 Hong Kong dollar per day. So for 21 days, the total price was $24,360 Hong Kong dollars. It's no way near the worth of any penny they paid for this hotel. Right after they entered the room was so depressing that my sister and my brother-in-law couldn't see any movement from the room. And this is the bathroom of a 4-star hotel. The appliances in the room were not working. Do you hear this electric circuit? This is dangerous. The bathtub was jammed. The block didn't work. The sink was broken. And after complaining so many times, they came to fix the sink. The thing that I don't understand is, if it was fixable, the hotel was supposed to fix it before they take any guest into the room. It was really hard for them, and I can feel it when my sister was sharing her experience with me. For God's sake, the internet was not working. For the quarantine wristband, you need to connect that with internet, so my sister was asked to go either towards the window or towards the door to connect with the internet. It's maybe like in a prison, but without you committing a crime, and you are paying to stay in that place. So they had no choice, and they had to request a separate Hong Kong SIM card with 4G network from home. So that was their way of connecting through the internet. Another thing that really annoying was the water bottle. The hotel provided 2 water bottles, which was 450 ml per day. Anything extra was charged $30 per bottle of water. And can you imagine 2 water bottles, 2 guests in a room per day? This small water bottle, is it enough? This is a basic necessity. And the other thing is also you have to call the housekeeping service to provide the water bottle. And one day my sister called at 6:30 in the morning to request the water, but they did not bring the water until 12 noon. This is not acceptable. Water is, again, it's a basic thing, it's a necessity. At least if this service was taken care of. It's not that they are staying there for free, they are paying to stay there. And my sister had to ask for water from home as the hotel price was so expensive and it was not enough. Housekeeping service was pathetic. You have to call them for toilet paper, you have to call them for towel service. People chose their hotel to stay there for 21 days of quarantine, and it's a big deal. In the regular hotel, guests can go out and buy stuff that they need. But in case of quarantine, they are stuck inside. Any hotel under quarantine list supposed to behave humanly towards the quarantine guest more than compared to other guests who are staying for a couple of nights. The basic things were not also provided in the Kimberly hotel, like shampoo, body wash. It was a very small travel size bottle that did not even last for 21 days, my sister mentioned. And again, she had to order that from home one more time. If it was someone else who could not order things from home, what would they do? I feel so sorry for them. And this notice was provided by the hotel. The consequences of leaving the hotel room without the permission. It's in different languages: Indonesia, Hindi, Nepali, Tagalog. This is complete nonsense. Maybe this was done through Google Translate, and I'm from Nepal. And I tried reading this. It's absolutely wrong. Not only grammatically wrong, but the whole word itself is not understandable. This is the misleading information provided to the guest. If you are wondering about the food, they have a menu for a month, and this is one of their breakfast. Look at the bread. It's so thin. This is their hotel service for food. Soda, snacks, sandwich, and price were really high. Actually, my sister said this was an improved version that they updated when it was almost time for them to come out of the quarantine. At first, the price of the water bottle was $50, and later, after all the guests complained about their price, they reduced it to $30 per bottle, and it is insanely expensive. Hotel service is 100% worst. The entire stay was a mental torture. That's what my sister said, and she couldn't take it as it was suffocating, so she requested for a room change. There were a lot of back and forth on the phone. My uncle and aunt couldn't take it, so after looking at those photos of the bathroom door and the electric circuit condition, so they called the hotel for a room change. The front desk at the hotel said they need to take permission from the Center of Health Protection in order to change the room. And when my sister called the Center for Health Protection, they said she needs to talk to the hotel itself for the room change and not to call them. So you can imagine the frustration here. Finally, the hotel agreed to change the room. And while changing the room, front desk told them to leave the current room key inside and go to another floor themselves. It was a rush. They say to pack the things quickly and get ready to move to another room. But the problem was, they couldn't go up the elevator because it was locked, and they couldn't go inside the room because they didn't have the keys. So basically they had to wait in the hallway for maybe 30 minutes, so until they saw a housekeeping person, and even that housekeeping person was shocked to see them outside. As it was rushed, they couldn't pack completely, so they forgot something in the previous room, and when they called to find out about the things that they missed in the room that they left, the front desk said they already have another guest in that room and housekeeping did not find anything. As far as I know, any hotel, it's their policy to keep anything they find in the hotel room for at least a week. Unfortunately, my sister lost her belongings in the room that the hotel did not even cover. The story does not end here though. It would have been fine if they moved them to a better room, but this did not happen. The appliances in the new room was also not working. And the refrigerator was not working. The sink was blocked. They called them to check on the refrigerator and they said no one can come in the room. So all the food they had ordered from outside, they had to throw it away because they could not keep it inside the refrigerator and the foul smell was already coming from the food. So this was heartbreaking and it's a waste. And look at the carpet. Is this a wool? I don't even know, but this thing sticks on your clothes, and my sister said it was like a piece of carpet randomly attached on the corner of the room. I would say this is the hotel responsibility to make sure and check everything was working before they shift a guest to another room after complaining. Anyhow, they completed their 21 days of quarantine. It was really hard for them. At least, every hotel we stay in, they ask, how was your stay at the end of your checkout? But this hotel did not even ask them, and my sister said that they were just anxious for them to go out of the hotel. All in all, throughout this experience, my sister wanted to give you a message. She went through all of these trouble, bearing so many expenses. No one was there to alert her. So through her experience, she wants to help you and advise you not to ever stay in this Kimberly hotel in Chimsachoi, especially for the quarantine, not at all. And if you want to know more about what documents you need to travel to Hong Kong during quarantine, then I have you covered in this video. And one more. For my 21 days of hotel quarantine, I stayed at Dorset Chunwan Hotel, and I have shared my experience in a separate video. And if you would like to know how the Dorset Hotel looks like, I have done a hotel room tour that you can find it here. And I'll see you in one of those videos next. What will you do if you were stuck at a place for 21 days, you cannot go out, you don't have internet,